Good morning, folks. It's the 8th of May. The moon's in the sign of Pisces, and as you can see, it's past the last quarter and it's heading to the new moon. It rose at 1 a.m. last night, and it will be at its highest point about 7:30 a.m. in the morning, which is about half an hour after the sun rises. As you can see here, the sun is just past the rise, which is about there. And the moon sets about 2 p.m. And most of the cloud will come over after the moon sets. Now it's rising just this southern side of the equator, and about 6 degrees south, and tomorrow it'll be crossing the equator, heading north. Now when the moon's high in the sky early in the morning, as it is, it means the dawn sky is usually fairly clear. So it's often a good time for frosts in the season in the country that has their winter time, like the southern hemisphere is at the moment. And because the moon's crossing the equator tomorrow heading north, the southerlies are easing a bit as the moon gets further away from the south, and being able to drag those southern winds over the south of New Zealand. So it's also in apogee, which means that it has a weakened effect at the moment, which means calmer weather with lighter winds till about 3 days' time, because when the moon's crossing the equator it speeds up. That's one of 3 times it speeds up. Another time is around the new moon time, and another time is around the perigee. So it speeds up, and that's going to bring a bit of turbulence in a couple of days' time. Now at the moment the tidal variation is the smallest of the month. So many of the fish schools will have gone back to the deeper waters of the sea, and the big tides, they're going to come again in about another week's time. This isn't just for New Zealand, it's for everywhere, because the whole world goes up under the moon in 24 hours. The moon was at its southern declination on the 2nd, so that's about 6 days ago, when it was the highest point in our sky then. So now it's a descending moon if you're in the southern hemisphere, meaning that it's going from south to north, the southern to the northern hemisphere, and so the fish, if you're into fishing, they retreat more to the north at this time along with the currents, because that's the way the forces are going. Weather-wise, the Northland drought was always set to end mid-May. It's in the almanac, and it's what I've been saying all year on various radio shows and interviews, and nothing has occurred to change that. There's a front passing over right now. Well, we had that in the almanac due to arrive on the 7th, so we're bang on time with that. But it's going to hang around this front, which is going to bring mostly cloud, more cloud than rain, till about the 11th, which is Tuesday. But because the moon is going north at the moment, I don't think Northland is going to get that much rain out of this system. The moon will be moving north until about the 16th. And it'll be nudging all the systems further north and off New Zealand. See, if the moon was moving south right now, it would be a totally different story. It would be building more and more down and coming over New Zealand. So I think next Thursday that'll be the rain, that'll be the lot that really counts for the far north, and for the first time they'll get a fair dollop of rain, and it's going to be the drought breaker. So there's only a few more days to, about 5 days to wait, and they'll be the rains to watch out for. Thanks for watching. Ken Ring, predictweather.com.